Cancer, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own, and if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Now, do stick with us though, as there's definitely a message here for you. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos. I also do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now, let's get right into the general reading. We did have a card fall right out of the pile, so let's check in on that. So it looks like upcoming for you, Cancer, that there will be some big changes, that there's going to be some kind of fundamental change for you in your general life that will have a big impact on how things progress. I see that there could be some kind of falling out between you and a friend, and that honestly, it looks like this is a situation that will lead to the future, and it may not feel like a positive outcome, and it may not feel like a good tidings, but this will lead into your future. So let's just keep an eye on that as we get into the readings here. Now, as we get into things, I'll just start with the love reading. Okay, so it looks like in terms of love, you have been very open-minded. And I see that you have really had an open mind, an open heart, and you've really shared with that person many special things. I see that this, in some cases, has caused a kind of a situation where you were being taken advantage of, that that person wasn't appreciating you. Maybe for those of you in a relationship, that person just hasn't been seeing eye to eye with you. They've been kind of taking advantage of your kindness. They haven't been reciprocating and doing things for you the same way you've been doing for them, Cancer. I do see that this has been causing you some personal troubles, that you have been falling really inwards into your mind and really suffering from this. But I really do see that this is a situation where we don't have to worry, that things will be brought up and things will be pointed out clearly to that person, to your partner, to the person that you're looking at or interested in. And I see that that person is going to acknowledge your feelings. They're going to acknowledge how you share your feelings, how you word yourself. And I see you stating things carefully, being calm, collected, and I see you being understandable and clear, and that person is going to acknowledge those feelings and how you felt, and they're going to take that information and grow from it. They will absolutely become more of what you've always wanted, rather than something that you kind of don't want to have to deal with. And I see them kind of relaxing into that situation, into that role. Now, I will point out as well that that person, if you're looking for someone, if you have an ex that you're still looking for, that person will acknowledge your feelings, and they will re-acknowledge you, and they will begin to really notice your feelings. I do see here that there is a very strong outcome, that things will be moving for you, and that you will have satisfaction in the end, and you will have great things to come in the near future. I see here, based on everything that I see, honestly, that this is going to be an emotional and passionate time, that you have felt recently that things were tough, that things weren't going the way that you wanted, and that things were kind of not being met, that your wishes weren't being met in any way. But I really see that currently you are being acknowledged, and that person is really seeing you, and that soon that they will start to really notice you and be talking about that. You and that person will soon have a conversation about that love, about that romance or relationship. So I really see great things in your near future, Cancer. So let's just keep that in mind as we do go through our day-to-day life, that honestly, you've got some great progress coming romantically. Okay, now let's get into the financial reading. I will also just point out momentarily that in terms of that general reading versus the love reading, it doesn't look like it is a love situation that's following. It seems like it may be a different relationship that may have some kind of situation change. So now on to the financial reading. It looks like you have had times recently where you really felt like you wanted to treat yourself, kind of give back to yourself. And I see that honestly, it looks like that has caused some situations where you felt like you were overspending. You were really worried about this. You were really worried that you were spending too much, not really getting enough back in terms of what you were spending. I notice here that things are currently growing for you and that you will very soon have that abundance back. I see that you have been regulating yourself in the spending and that you really do have a lot going on, a lot happening, and a lot of potential for the near future. I see that the money is flowing and that it will be flowing even more. Now, in terms of that, I'm just going to point out especially that I see that you will be taking action soon in some way that will really drive you forwards in terms of the finances, in terms of your money, and things will really start to progress for you. Things will really be on an upwards trajectory, and you will start to feel like you're basically on a spaceship, that things are going way faster than you expected them to. And this may not be a specifically financial gain that is going on, but this will be a huge gain in terms of your financial life, that you'll be building huge important skills, that you will be doing a lot, and you will be progressing. You will have a good solid foundation of money, funds, but I really see that you will have forward progress in terms of your financial life. But just be aware, this isn't specifically in terms of how much money you have or how much money you're gaining. All right, but that does bring us to the end of this reading today. I will just point out again that I can be found on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos. I also do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.